All right, y'all. Bearded Bros Golf Show. We're back at it again for another week.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going live with you guys. There's a lot of news this week. I felt like the list started early on and kept. So, last big thing on our list, this came up on our Instagram feeds this week. It's a list of golf and basketball comparisons that I found interesting. I'm gonna be honest; some of them are inaccurate in my brain. So,
Very. Thank you, Ryan.
queued up
Thank
this
you.
here slideshow. So I kind of reversed the list of how it was up, and I think this is probably a good one. I'll take this one. So we have Dustin Johnson versus Giannis Antetokounmpo, long, athletic, and a game changer. I thought
Yeah,
this one was pretty accurate. Just looking at both of them, unique builds to their sport, do things that are outside of the norm. What did you think about this one?
I agree. This is probably the most accurate one out of the comparisons. Other than that,
Yeah.
it starts to go downhill for sure.
Yeah. And if this is your first time tuning into us, basketball is like our first love. So this was something that caught both of our eyes.
This was very
Uh,
heart to heart right here. This was
yeah.
for sure something we were like dialed into.
we we are basketball lovers, so this was a cool little comparison. So next on the list, John Rahm and Joel Embiid, physical, fierce competitor, emotional player.
Cap.
I
Cap.
I don't like this one. I didn't
I
like this
don't.
one. I don't know, because to me, when I look at Joel Embiid as a basketball player, I don't know, man. I've seen this dude in person. I don't think that John Rahm has the same je ne sais quoi that
Yeah.
Joel Embiid has to his game. Who would you think is a better comparison in your mind, basketball player to John Rahm? What do you think about this one?
I don't want to be on no hater stuff, but
No, I mean it's what it
it's
is.
he more like a Russ to me, like a Russ Westbrook, like real feisty, real emotional, crazy athleticism. Because for John Rahm swing, for him to be pushing out 330,
Yeah,
that's that boy's
on that
sturdy.
abbreviated swing. Yeah,
Right. And same thing, Russ, 6'3", but jump out the building like he a 6'8". You know what I'm saying? I think that's more comparable. Otherwise, I'm saying he like a Dylan Brooks or like a Marcus Smart or something like that. Like, just like a pit bull, like just real rowdy, real emotional, a
okay,
lot of bark,
okay.
not a lot of real,
I can
pizzazz
get with
behind
that.
it,
I,
you
I
know?
can get with John Rahm comp being, Westbrook. So on the other side, since we don't have a good compare, who would your Joel Embiid golf compare? I'm looking for somebody that's this is it's hard because they have to be smooth,
Yeah.
a little versatile, can do some things that you wouldn't expect. What do you think Joel Embiid's comparison would be on the golf side?
I'm gonna
Since we
I'm gonna
don't
take
like
you.
this one.
I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to when we were just getting into the game. One of my favorite golfers that I was watching when we first started, late night,
Okay.
prime time Nicholas Kosarts. You feel me?
Okay. I can
You
see
feel
it.
me? You see it?
I'm not gonna crap on that at all. I think I can get with that. You know who
The
I was
only other
thinking
one would
of?
be the only other one would be Moronk. I mean, we
I
can't say
don't
like Marcel Seam or something like that. Who you saying?
so I mentioned this name earlier and tell me if you think I'm crazy. Stuart Sink. I just
No,
to me,
I could see that. He's smooth,
I
6'5". He a big guy.
I love watching Stuart Sink swing
Homemade
a
swing
golf
too.
club.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's pretty. It's
It's
pretty. It's
pretty.
it's
And
ugly
that's
and pretty at the same time.
so when I see Joel square up, with the jab step and shoot a jumper, that's what I don't know. I just see that as a fair comparison, but I think this one was very mismatched.
Very.
Let's keep it moving. We've got 9 of these to go through, so we'll keep it rolling. You've already mentioned Russell Westbrook, so I'm guessing you don't think that Ricky Fowler and Russell are a good match. Unmatched style, grinder, burst onto the scene. That
Yeah, I
didn't
don't see that.
resonate with me. That didn't resonate with me.
Yeah, Russ didn't burst onto the scene. Rickie busted onto the scene, not Russ. Russ was a long time real good player. I mean, from his rookie year on, he was making stuff go happen. So I didn't like that one at all. I would kind of say for Rickie, I don't know. Like as far as basketball goes, I
I
don't want to
got one in
go.
my head.
Go ahead while I think about this. I
My
have a name, but I don't know.
my Ricky Fowler comparison is Klay Thompson. Came out hot and amazingly versatile. Not necessarily that. Clay doesn't have the star power that Ricky had. Not a fan favorite, but dealt with some injuries and just kind of downside of the career, and
Mhm.
then trying to now make a resurgence. That's my best comparison to Ricky.
I could see that, but I don't know. I feel like anytime you mention Clay, despite all the stuff he's gone through, you gotta mention somebody that's a champion. I that's all I so like that's why I want to say for Ricky, I want to say Fred Van Vliet, but Fred Van Vliet's already got some jewelry. Ricky Fowler, he's just got you know what? That 2019 year, that's kind of like I would say that's fine because Ricky got that players in 2014. They
Yeah,
call that a major. I mean,
yeah. Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't know. He didn't. He
I don't
didn't
know.
reach the height. He didn't reach the heights, but yeah, I don't know. This one was tough. I
This
mean,
is a
Ricky's
tough one.
because there's no one that has reached the who's somebody who gets marketed like crazy in the NBA game, but is not um,
I mean,
necessarily.
if
Oh,
if Ja
we
Morant,
need a. Well, I was going to go there. That's what I was going to say. We need a
Ja
few more
Morant,
years with John
electric as hell,
Morant,
boy, electric.
and has the popularity, but hasn't yet achieved
You're right. That there
the
it is.
heights.
There it
That's
is.
a good one. I
That's
like
the
that
one.
one. And we'll keep it moving. All right. I like this one. I agree. Recent champions, unconventional footwork at the top of their game. Scottie Scheffler, Nikola Jokic. Yes.
Yeah, this is probably the most accurate one. Let's just keep it moving because I don't want to look at
It,
Scottie Scheffler. I don't want to think about his footwork, and I
bro,
don't want to think.
I saw a compilation of Scheffler's footwork, and you knew it was always crazy, but
Uh,
they were slowing it down, and I'm like, it's amazing how good of a ball striker he is
he
with
hits
all
so
the
pure.
with the feet moving all over the place. It's damn impressive that he can even catch the center of the club face. So,
Truly,
Brooks Koepka and my guy Jimmy Butler, strength, swagger, killer instinct.
I mean,
Nah, bruh.
I
I
don't
don't
see it.
know.
It's just to me like if you want to say those three things, it's accurate, but like it's also corny because it's like you didn't dig into this at all. You was just like, yo, it's close enough. Just go. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. Because I don't know. I feel like they're they're similar but separate at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I feel I hold Brooks in a higher pedigree than Jimmy G,
I
and
do
I love
too.
Jimmy G. Oh man, Jimmy G and the G stands for gets buckets, man. It's
I was
I
like,
don't
gee,
know.
bruh. Like, I was like, what are you talking about here?
It.
I
Listen,
know. I got you. Um,
I
I don't
don't
know,
know.
man. I'm trying to think of somebody who, you know, just performs when it comes down to pressure, that dominant but has the swagger. I don't know,
Steph.
man. I can't. Yeah, yeah.
If we
I don't
talking like
know.
that, because and I don't like Steph corny swagger, shimmy, whatever, but he got swagger, he got killer instinct, and he a proven winner, and he got the nails when it's needed. I mean, I think it's Steph
Mm,
or Brooks. I don't know.
yeah, it's tough, because the personality is the differentiator. I
Yeah.
would say otherwise. One that we were kind of you sent me. if Kawhi Leonard had more of a personality, I could see a
Him being Brooks.
comparison to Brooks
Yeah.
because he's got some chips. He's got the talent is there.
Yeah.
Doesn't always show up, but the talent's there when he does. I
Very
don't
true.
know. So maybe Kawhi outside. Brooks is a tough one.
Yeah.
Brooks is a tough one.
That he is a one of one for real. It's hard to compare him.
This one's easy.
Nothing need to be said.
Goats.
Yep.
It's legit. I mean,
they could have kept the champion and ultimate competitor. They needed to say was GOAT.
That's it. They're trying to do too much there.
Yeah.
Jayson Tatum and Viktor Hovland, young stars searching for major win, high expectations. I didn't hate this one.
Right.
I didn't hate it. I actually think it's pretty accurate, even though we've known. I think it's actually accurate.
And it's crazy now that we're thinking about it, because a lot of these are so surface level, but as hoopers and golfers, we want to dig deeper. We want to find a true comparison. But surface level article, just trying to get some names out there. Oh, this is it. For sure.
Both highly talented and just haven't. We'll see.
Right.
I think Tatum's been closer, but has been disappointing when it's mattered. Yeah. Hovland, I think, just crested this year, and honestly, I feel like his runway is pretty damn steep, or not. I just think he's got the ability to capitalize off what he did this year going into next year. I think it's going to be tough because Jayson Tatum's time could pass him by real fast. And then we're not really viewing him, but both very highly talented and young, and are unique. Their games are unique. When you look at the way Hovland swings the club, and the way that he gets around the course, it's different. Same thing with Tatum on the court. The way he moves is definitely not something that you see every day. So
right, neither one of their swings is aesthetically pleasing, but also very pretty. Because Jayson Tatum 6'9", shoot that thing so flicked it across his body, but then finish the little pretty hand in the cookie jar. And then Viktor Hovland, it's
with that reroute like crazy. Yeah.
Insane, but pure. Every time. Yeah. High fade, high straight ball. Even started working a little bit right to left. He like a JT. If he see a fade, he gonna play a fade, and we gonna go with the fade, But surface level, that's very true. I mean, super high expectations though, super high.
Yeah. Next one, Jordan Spieth, Steph Curry, human highlight reel, major champion, owns their own style.
I don't know.
I don't know because
in that high regard.
I don't either because it's been. I mean, he came out super hot, and then we just have not seen it in 3 years now, 3 to 4 years. Even though he got a win, at the RBC last year.
Yeah,
I don't know. Steph's success has been more recent, and he's deeper into his career, so I don't think this is a great comparison at all, honestly.
Steph since 09, Spieth since 13. Last championship for Spieth major 2017. He won the Open or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Steph, he just won in 2022 or whatever. So I think I don't put him on the same level at all.
And unless you're telling me that Spieth's career is about to wind down, because Steph's got he's near the end of his career. He's got less left in the tank than we've seen. So
he's an old 35. He not spry and young he not, he ain't gonna be doing it like Bron doing it right now, 39, 38 type deal. He not gonna be putting up numbers. He gonna become that little spot up. I think he'll become a Del Curry type at the end of his career, a spot up, a pure shooter, kind of like a Ray Allen. Like,
Yeah,
we know Ray Allen
less
as like
ball
a
handling.
shooter. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Jordan Spieth just made 32, 33. Him and JT both just in their 30s, beginning of their 30s. So they got so much more time to go in their prime. And honestly, as long as
Who's
he figures out
somebody?
what he wants to do with his swing, he'll be okay.
Yeah, but he's been working on that for 2 years. Who's somebody in the NBA came out one early and has fallen off since then? Okay, you know what?
Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole.
Nah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he's an asshole. So I'm going to say the closer comparison is actually the one guy I mentioned earlier, Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard and Jordan Spieth are the matchup. One early in their career and went through some things, and we just have not seen the best of either of one of them in quite some time.
Right.
What do you think
In
about
recent
that one?
years, you're right. Yeah.
And
That definitely matches up
huh?
more. For sure.
Because
I
I'm
can
looking
see
for somebody who's actually won, and then we've seen them struggle since that point, or not
I
reach
mean,
that same.
yeah, nah, Kawhi makes sense because came out electric, got blessed with some good breaks. I mean, got
Yeah,
drafted. Like you get drafted by the Pacers, immediately get traded to the Spurs. You got blessed.
right.
Jordan
How many?
Spieth,
How many? Go ahead.
Jordan Spieth holds out from the bunker to win. Electric. Like what?
Yes.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
do see this
Imagine
in the
how many.
highlight reel though.
How many good players have gone through the Pacers organization and not panned out, or just we've forgotten about? Really good players, but I don't know. That one was a tough one for Spieth because his career has taken a weird swing here as of late. So
Very
I
true.
think we got a couple more, maybe one or two more. Natural. So we got Rory McIlroy, Kevin Durant, natural major winner, outspoken. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Um, no, because what is okay? I mean, let's be honest though. What is KD outspoken about? Things not things not pertaining to his sport.
Not
Things
important. Yeah.
right now. Rory very outspoken, very eloquent about his sport. Leader of his sport. KD,
Yeah.
KD, and then
No,
we already
he just likes
discounted him.
trolling on Twitter and
Right, which I
hates
love.
being criticized.
Love it. I love him, but he got to delete those burners. Just come out and be on KD 35. Like you ain't got
Well,
to
that's
be
why I
on the
don't
burners
respect
up
it.
north.
That's
Exactly.
that's
No,
why it's
100%.
if you got to hide behind a burner account, then you're not very outspoken. Just because you get caught and then you have to speak about it, that's
Right,
not the same thing.
right, exactly. So, and then we don't discount Rory's majors. We discount what KD did because he just jumped ship to win. I wouldn't even say win an easy one, but like he definitely. I don't know. I feel like his rings aren't all that important compared to what Rory was doing with his majors. Like his US
Mhm.
Open was fire. His PGA championship was fire. The Open in 2014 at Royal Liverpool was electric. I mean, like, and then winning it in the dark as a sixum with Phil Mickelson charging late. Like all that stuff that made it for me with Rory. KD,
Yeah.
I always thought he was a great player. I always thought he was a great scorer. Him going to Golden State and winning them cheap rings, I still think like yo, Steph earned that, Clay earned that, Dre earned that. KD
Yeah,
riding
he just
coattails.
showed up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he just showed up late. What do you think about Jimmy Butler and Rory?
Nah,
No.
I don't think Jimmy's on that same pedigree. Just once again, I just don't think they're on that same level.
I think Rory's so damn unique.
Right.
Okay, okay. See if it's. I was thinking of it was tough for me to use him, but I was like, how are we not including LeBron? So, what do you think about LeBron and McIlroy? So highly talented, unique, and a cosign from the GOAT. So I've never
Yeah,
heard Jordan come out and disregard LeBron. Does he
yeah.
gloat about him? No. But you've heard Rory get co-signed by Tiger several times. What do you think about that one? LeBron and Rory.
Yeah,
Kind of the
I can see
next
that.
to the next.
Yeah. That second if I had another one that I'd be like, yo, this is the greatest player I've ever seen. Like, because in honesty, this is the greatest player we've seen in our era, in our time of watching TV. I know you're a little bit older than me, but in your gravy
Yeah.
years, Bron was the guy for a long time. And so is Rory. Rory's been on the scene since, it's crazy. He's been on the scene since freaking like 09, 2010.
Yeah.
Does it feel like that long? Because it doesn't feel like Brian has had 4 primes since 03, but he has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I remember watching Bron's first game in my dorm room,
right.
um, Cleveland against Sacramento. Remember, I
Little 20
could not
ball, little
forget it.
20 ball, 6-4, just off the bat. Just off the bat, bro. Like,
So I
yeah,
think
I
that
like
one's
that
a. I
comparison.
think I
That's a
think that
good
one's a good
comparison.
one.
I
I
wasn't even
think
thinking
that's.
about Brian. I was like,
Well, I was sitting there trying to think about who could we compare that
yeah.
would meet, kind of next to the GOAT standard. So anyway. You get a lot of stuff out of this channel, y'all. A little business knowledge, a little technical golf knowledge, a little BS in here and there. You're in a well-rounded environment. So,
Absolutely.
uh, hit that subscribe button, hit that membership button. We got you covered on all things golf.